Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, we have an NFC fighting storm between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the link. Jaquan Jackson on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go. Strike it.
Let's start on the floor. He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And the Eagles get to it. And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back for the touchdown. The Eagles capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Nice little energy on their sideline after that bumper return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Jackson now to return it. Good work so far. He's got room. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
Ready, set.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, the rough showing both individually and collectively continues with this run game. The fumble earlier, and now totally stuck on that one.
It's Tracy on 2nd down. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
3rd and long for him here. It's on target to Johnson. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
Ready.
Ready.
A handoff to Tracy. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Okay, ready?
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. The Giants using their 1st time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They're throwing it. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Okay,
No
right.
connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Set.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, it's an interception! Andrew Makuba makes the play. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. the middle they go with Bigsby. Up to the races, middle of the field. He does it, touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 13-0 lead.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, it's got to feel good for this offense.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Cam Scadaboo on the ground. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Going right back to Scadaboo. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Throw here, 3rd down. Lasers this one deep down the middle. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. A pickup there of 39. And it's good for a New York 1st down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And he's going to be into a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Brought down by Jahan Campbell.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. By his running back, Allen. He'll muster a little down to the 30. It was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing we see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
We'll get a stoppage here. Looks like there's a Giant in some discomfort following that play.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
From the gun, it's a get to Bigsby. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Another quick hitter. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
They'll give up the gut to Bigsby. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. It's his running back. And they take him down right along the 30. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
This is Bigsby. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 20-zip lead.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles push their lead to 21-zip already. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Scatterboo now from the gun. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical as nobody wants a 3 and out.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. This one misses the tight end. So 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Throwing this one back of the end zone. And the coverage holds up. Nicely done. They were tested. They knocked it away in the end zone. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Screen here for Scatterboo. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. He had to pick up a 14 yards as the chains reset. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 21-0 our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He's going to throw it again. Finds Scatterboo on the dump off. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Sticking to the air here. Escapes the pocket. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Scatterboo here on 1st and goal. And so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
2 yards on the pickup, and that brings up 3rd and goal from the 7.
This may be one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
And got his man. Touchdown, New York. The Giants fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. That one right down the middle. And the Giants get it back to a 14-point game. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
At their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Work against the blitz. On the move, headed right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Here we go, set.
Out of the gun, and give to Hill. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Devon Holland there to make the stop.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Short pass brought in. Free inside the 30. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Hand off here for Bigsby. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Looking in the air here. It is caught left side. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's on the first.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Again, it's Bigsby. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
60 by 6. Warrior 70.
Back to throw. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Eagles make it a 3-possession game. Elliott on now to attempt a point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
Jackson on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
No throw to begin this drive. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ready, ready.
This is Allen on 2nd. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. That one fell all kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put two tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down. The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
At their own 23-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Hill now from the gun. And he's brought down as the drive starts out for the 4-yard gain.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Let's go now.
Working now from the gun. And he's caught. He's got Brown. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. They got 21 yards on the play, and that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
48-yard line.
65, Jack. 65. Ready. Nike 18. Cup 19. Cup 19 Lion. Buffalo 18. Check up.
Back to throw. Trying for the deep ball. Looking for Smith, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Phillips. And the Giants are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop kick gives him new life. This is 2nd down. Here's the backup. 1st throw. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants chop some of the lead off before the half. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants get it back to a 14-point game. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Starting from the 5. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Here we go. Set.
They'll run this with Bigsby. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
This offense is now left some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Throw left side, complete. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46.
And off now to Hill. Past the 40. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that 1st down run. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Oh, he loses the football. But it looked like an Eagle flew in and was first to the ball. They're going to maintain possession. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
that hits, Black. Try that drink you got in sugar.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough third down here. He's got it over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes this a 3-score game. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Returnable from the 2. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Carry here for Bigsby. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll go play action. He's got Devontae Smith. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. 30! Gets the 10! And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt a point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles make it a 24-point ball game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Beginning this drive with a run by Allen. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So a read handoff to Allen. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Motioning him from the slot right. First down, and they go right back to it. Rolling into enemy territory. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. New set of downs for him, and starts at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. Now he's past the 25. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Giants start the second half with some needed points. So great work by the running back there. Brock found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown. And
the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Trying to chip away at that lead, but just not able to figure it out there to take another 2 points off.
Yeah, every one of these calls at this juncture of the game tells a story, and right now that story being told is this crew is feeling the pressure trying to chip away at those points. Maybe a little over-aggressive, because now they're still down big.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Micah McFadden able to make the play.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
An inside give to Hill. Shoots away from 1. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. It could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Hill again. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it, because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
Dumped off to his running back. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on 1st down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
They run it again with Bigsby. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. He's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's a give to Bigsby. And the run will not work. He is shot to the line. This is going to be 4th and short. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Elliott connects there. And that stretches the lead to 21.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This is Allen to return. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Coming from the pistol, here's Allen. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Right back to Allen. Still working past the 40. And he's finally brought down up at the 48. So 20 yards on that play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
It's Allen again. Like a turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. They get 27 on the play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They give to Allen out of the shotgun. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. And it's the Giants who are going to have it to start the fourth quarter, partner, in a game that seems pretty far out of their reach. All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Shotgun handoff for Allen. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard. And now in the secondary for the Eagles on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. This is a heater going deep. And he hauls it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get it back to within 2 possessions. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Giants get it back to a 14-point game.
Giants, 27.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. This return starts at the 5. Making some progress here. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. Gonna take this ahead for 7. We've got 7-3 now.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
19, touch.
Out of the gun, get to Hill. He's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Right back to Hill. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
And go.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Short pass caught by his tight end. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to claw some back. They make it 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Hey, ready?
He'll try to do it himself. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
Come on, Cake. Put me in. One play, one time. I may have retired back in 04, but I could pick up a couple inches on that sneak. Astounding that call did not turn into a 1st down. Come on, boys.
That's cut beyond the marker. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. And forget that was 4th down. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup on any play. That gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Give up the guts of Bigsby.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just let swoon.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Let's see what they went with. 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 13.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Setting up the screen. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss.
A loss of 5.
Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. Elliott connects there. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Jackson now to return it. And what a great start for their series. He's all the way up close to the 45-yard line before stepping out.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. All at 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Second and yard.
They go right back to Tracy. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Here's Tracy once more. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Giants trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Scatterboo now from the gun. And finally they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Even 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Going right back to Scatterboo. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Hands are tied. Got to have it on this 4th down. He's drawn up for him. And with a shot, this game is over. So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep.